Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last part we started off our new adventure into an MMO, a very strange type of game to get into, but I'm not complaining. We wandered around Gridania, did a couple little things around here and there, and saw the sights. As you can see off screen, I went ahead and messed around with my HUD, put where I wanted it to be. Don't mind the icons that are grayed out that I can't access right now, because this is pretty much the basis of how I had my hotbar is on as white mage on my main. So I'll fill in the blanks as I get the skills for those slots. So don't worry. I got some items transferred over too from my main. Got some gear all set up to go. Also got some XP stuff to keep me boosted a little bit. I also got some gil too. So yeah. I also got these for later for glamour. But yeah, we're in the Conjurer's Guild. We got job quests we gotta do. Is your mind made up? Are you ready to join the Conjurer's Guild? Yes. Medell wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Conjurer's Guild. That as well. I shall introduce you to our guildmaster, Brother Isumiyan. Brother Isumiyan presides over the Conjurer's Guild, even as he serves as the nation as a hero. You will find him in the meditation area, but then go to him and make known your desire to join the guild. I got hiccups. I also did all the side quests around the town too, so that's out of the way. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to become a conjurer of Stillglade Fane. I am Brother Isumiyan of this master of this guild. Before you are formally introduced into our ranks, I would impart to you the principles of conjury, but pray attend me well. Conjuring is an... Oh, I skipped it. Alright, adventurers such as yourself often stand upon the front lines of battle. Owing to this, you are likely to find yourself in many situations where a capacity for healing would be advantageous. Mind you, there's more to conjure than that. By harnessing the power of earth, wind, and water, Conjurer is also capable of weaving spells that wreak havoc. In terms of sheer destructive power, Conjurer may pale in comparison to Thaumaturgy, but its capacity to defend one against aggression more than compensates for this relative shortcoming. In mastering healing and purification, not only will you be able to mend wounds and purge afflictions, you'll also be able to breathe life back into the fallen. More than simply healers, yet no truly deals with destructions. Conjurers realize their full potential when they employ their powers in support of others. This, my dear adventurer, is what it means to be one of us. Mayhap that was too much to grasp upon a single hearing, but worry not, for the meaning of my words will become clear to you in due time. You will become to understand that conjuring is not the sole province of the conjurer. Should you wish to walk our path, I must needs ask that you solemnly vow to embrace nature, to heed the will of the elementals and the Twelveswood alike. Can you make this vow? Yes! I knew your answer ere your lips had parted, yet I am no less pleased to hear it. By the power vested in me, I hereby name you as a member of the Conjurer's Guild. And so to work! Listen well, and now for I will assign you your first task as a conjurer of Stillglade Fane. Or Fawn. I think it's Fane. I could be wrong. So just beyond the city gates, you'll encounter squirrels, ladybugs, and fungors. I would have you slay 3 of each. Lest you wonder how I can so coolly order the taking of life, know that things are not as they once were. As a consequence of the calamity, and I may add, through no fault of their own, these creatures have become a burden to the Twelveswood, a burden it cannot well bear. As a conjurer, it is your duty to carry out the will of the forest, and by employing your powers in doing so, you will come to learn something of your art. Go now, Cecil, and perform your first task in the name of the elementals. I will. Leave it to me. I'm experienced in this kind of field. Alright. Tell you what, it's weird that I'm not in glamour. And you might also notice the little thing in the bottom right side of your screen. Well, that's to block out the chat for the Not safe for work stuff. I tried to find something funny to stick in there, and I found that. That's pretty much what it's for. To block out any kind of bad stuff that might come through. Because this isn't MMO after all. Alright. I think I need to go to the Central Shroud. Alright, we got some squirrels. Pay no attention to the words on the oh, I guess you can't see it, never mind. Never mind. The cog on the icons means it's a macro. I have it set so I can target, like when I get the dungeon, I can target the tanks and actually target whatever they're targeting and be able to damage them while also being able to heal the tank at the same time. It'll make more sense when I actually get into a dungeon later on. It's weird, I'm used to using, cause on my main I have like 4 separate hotbars, so I'm used to tapping it like 4 times to get to cycle through it. Because on my main I have the first 2 hotbars are for skills, and then the other 2 are for item gear sets to be able to change jobs on the fly. But since I'm not going to be focusing on more than one job, I'm not going to really worry about making a thing for gear sets. I mean, I will make a gear set for my class when I am able to, but I'm not going to make a hotbar dedicated to it. Alright. This place is fully mapped out? So this game has a thing where you have to actually map out your own stuff, but it's already fully mapped out. Was that always a thing? Or was that just in the later expansions? Gotta be a thing. Alright. Gotta go back to the Conjurers Guild. Don't worry. I'll be editing this out for YouTube, because all the walking back and forth parts will be cut out, make it more bearable to see. Plus I can actually get more in one video if I cut out all the walking back and forth bits. I just gotta keep in mind, with that in mind, it's gonna be hard to tell how much time each part's gonna have, honestly. It's nice to be able to actually play to start this little let's play. It's gonna be a long, considering the pace that we're going to be going, it's going to be quite a while before I actually get into endgame. Especially with the upcoming expansion Endwalker coming out in the fall. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to endgame by the time Endwalker comes out. I most likely will not. I should have mentioned this before in the first part too. My main character takes priority, so if anything, when new content drops, I'll be putting a hard stop on this to do whatever it is that's new on my main. So I should have mentioned it in the first part. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, since this is an MMO, I think this is gonna be the first game that goes over 100 parts. Because this game just goes on without ends. Welcome back, Cecil. The elementals have told me of your success. By placing yourself in the midst of nature and seeing it with your conjurer's eyes, you have taken your first step on the path to enlightenment, healing, protection, and destruction. Though our spells may vary in function, they all derive their power from the same source, the forces embodied in all creation. By getting a true understanding of these, a conjurer may call upon them to manipulate his environment, thereby realizing the state of being that he desires. Ah yes, yours is a familiar look, the very picture of confusion. Be not disheartened, for comprehension shall come in here in due time. For now you must learn to reach out to the forces embodied in each of us. Pray receive me of this hunting log, and within you you'll find the names of such creatures as such pose a suitable challenge to a conjurer. There is no single path to mastering conjury, yet should you find yourself needing direction, know that the log is there to help you. Breathe deep and open your eyes to that which you cannot be seen. Feel the myriad of life around you, and draw upon this boundless reservoir of energy. Take up your cane and use it to lend that energy form. Go forth, my young conjurer, and be at one with the world. Return to me when you have learned to draw upon the forces upon you with the self-same ease you draw upon those within. Alright, level 5. Pretty much how these work, these job quests appear every 5 levels from this point on. And we got a hunting log too. This is pretty much another way to get extra XP, so... God damn it. Got a phone call, I don't care what these wants. Alright, basically, yeah. Go here, go kill these enemies, and all that kind of fun stuff. Get all this XP, so you get a good amount of XP for hunting logs, which I will also do off video when we get in those areas if I can. Brother Isumiyan wants you to learn about the elements of Earth. It's good to see you again, Cecil. By the air of serenity that surrounds you, it is plain that you have learned to draw upon the energy of creation. God damn it! As part of your continuing education, it is my desire that you now learn about the element of Earth. Make your way to the blessed bud in the North Shroud, and there partake and hear Nolanel's wisdom. The depth of his affinity for the elementals of rock and soil is all but unique amongst conjurers. He's a gifted instructor besides. You may be certain of receiving a most enlightening lesson on the subject of Earth. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, so we gotta go to the North Shroud. Mapping around the North Shroud. Maybe it's because I've already mapped. Well, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played the base game. Fight some of these, get some ladybugs out of the way. All right. Level up. Which means I get access to new. I feel like the audio is slightly delayed. I think it is. I think my computer messed up. The software messed up at some point. Alright, so look at all the new quests I've opened up. I don't know if it's because it's a map is open because I have it in the map unlocked all the way up in my main. Because I remember mapping out this place when I first got into the game. Unless they made it a thing for newer characters. Mr. Big Tree. Sweet. As per usual, all these little mundane quests around here, I'll be doing those off video. You seek here and not Nolanel, then seek no more, for you have found him. What can I do for you, friend? So, brother, Yasumi Yan bid you to come to me and learn about the element of Earth? That as well. The power of Earth is a solid foundation upon which a conjurer stands. I can happily lecture you for days on its intricate variations and properties, but I rather suspect the busy life of an adventurer would not afford the time required for such extended discourse. Accordingly, I shall offer you an opportunity to experience the qualities of Earth firsthand, in combat. Now, mark me well, Cecil, and do exactly as I command. East of here, in the grounds of Tree Speak Stables, there exists a patch of soil that bears a mark of corruption. Seek it out. When you have found the place, reach out to the focus of the Earth's trauma and attempt to commune with it as well conjurers can. Resentful of your intrusion, the tainted being that feasts unseen upon the energy seeping from the wounded Earth shall then appear. Using the powers of conjuring, strike it down and permit the land a chance to heal. Much of the nature of Earth will be revealed to you during the struggle, Cecila. I trust you will return to me a wiser woman than she who now departs. Alright. You leave it to me, guy. I'll take your corruption. My issue with the each class has their own storyline, and out of all of them, honestly, the conjurers and white mages was probably my least favorite because it was pretty boring, if you ask me. All right. All right. Nice. Hey guy, I took care of your corruption for you. Welcome back, Cecila. The elementals whisper of your accomplishments. How did it feel to confront the embodiment of Earth, to endure its onslaught? Has the crushing power of this element shaken the very marrow of your bones? Not really. Corruption occurs in the lands. Wounds are prevented from healing. In vanquishing the tainted sprite, you permitted the earth's energies to flow unimpeded and to nourish the land once more. Can you not see the sense of strength of the earth returning? Already the land begins to heal. Thanks to your actions, the field once again bear bountiful crops. Next, you have reason to call upon your art. Look upon this task and that which you have accomplished. Experience once more the grinding weight of Earth's fury, and revel in the memory of life flowing anew through the land you helped restore. With such thoughts, shall your understanding of nature continue to grow. I hope you're paying attention, Sylphie. Where'd she come from? See this adventure here? Cecilla came all the way from Stillglade Fane just to hear my lesson. You would do well to learn from her example. If you wish to become a conjurer worthy of the name, you must make an effort to study nature. Do you attend me, young lady? Why should I bother studying nature? I can conjure already. See? You have a rare gift for healing, Sylphie. A wonderful gift. Yet there's more to being conjurer than. But I don't want to do more. I want to heal. I'm good at healing. You can't make me do those things. Do those other things. Ugh. I see how it is. Sometimes I wonder why I even try. Sylphie joined the guild shortly before you came to us. As you yourself just experienced, she possesses a prodigious talent for healing. Indeed, despite her tender years, I know of a few conjurers who are her equal in that field. Alas, nature, the very wellspring of her power, holds no interest for the child, in which she should by rights, by me learning about the land, she prefers instead to wander, healing people on a whim. You, in contrast, have been most attentive student. I have taught you all I know of the element of earth. You may report back to Brother Isumi and tell him as much. Oh, cool. The fate system. This is pretty much how fates works. It's kind of like... I'll show you. It's pretty simple. It's a good way to get... Well, not in this day and age, but this is how people used to level. Cecily, returned, but tell me, how did you fare with Nolanel's expert on tutelage? Have you delved deeper into the earth and felt its suffocating weight, its life-sustaining vigor? Such experiences will serve you well, but have you aught else to report? A fledgling conjurer named Sylphie cast healing measures upon you? How kind of her. I must confess to sharing Nolanel's frustration with the girl. As you yourself witnessed, Sylphie possesses a natural talent for conjuring of mending and restoration. Alas, her gifts appear to have blinded her to the need of study, and she outright refuses to learn about the natural world. She knows nothing of the elements of earth and wind, and is quite incapable of conjuring even the tiniest pebble of the faintest breeze. I have tried upon numerous occasions to explain to her that conjurers who are ignorant of the source of their power pose a risk to themselves and others, but all to no avail. Should she continue to deny the debt she owes to nature and indulge in ever more reckless displays of... Oops, I skipped all that. Should you chance to meet with her again, I ask that you strive to impress upon her the importance of opening oneself to nature's voice. Mayhap she will listen to you. But we have discussed our young friend's education enough. Let us speak instead of one who have more willing pupils, namely you. The progress you have made does do you a great debt, Cecilla. Credit, not debt. Though you are yet new to the art of conjuring, you are no stranger to nature's embrace. Considering all that you have learned, I hope you understand the true significance of these words. Yes, I don't need any of this. And this is level 10. See? It goes up by 5 levels each time. So, these wands, until you get out of the base story of Reborn, of Reborn, you're gonna come up you're gonna see these kinds of wands, the one-handed weapons for conjurers. They're absolutely useless. Wands become irrelevant after the base story of Reborn. I'm not gonna use them, so I'm not even gonna bother. All right, we gotta go to the Bannock. So I believe we gotta go back to the Adventurers Guild. Mother Mione. Mione wished to send an adventurer to the instructor at the Bannock. Cecil, have you visited the Bannock of your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Arrow are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfred, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The Twelveswood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. I will do that. And more side quests become available too. As you get higher up in level, more side quests will pop up here and there. Again, all will be done off of video. That are at least the ones that are mundane. I'm curious. Yeah, it looks like. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go for Othard. Okay, no. All right, so this isn't mapped out. Okay, so maybe it's just the Reborn stuff that's fully mapped out. See, look, this is what I meant. You have to actually go here and explore all this to get the map. Greetings, Cecil Rai. Mione sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I am responsible for training our twin adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The Twelveswood has much changed since the calamitous arrival of the 7th Umbral era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wanes, and the harmony of the force gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the Twelveswood is ailing. Its once rich variety of a fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors, Cecil Rai. Thanks, I don't need any more gear. I see you're eager to lend a hand. That as well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I have established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral... I skipped all that, oops. What am I doing? Alright. Equip your head, body, hands, and things with item level 5 or above. Alright. I can do that. I have the gear all ready to go. There we go. Yes, I think you passed muster. You would be surprised at how many young and promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the acquired degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty. No. Alright. Give me back my XP hat. I would assign you a mission of considerable import, yet the need of secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged participation. I am authorized to tell you only that concerning suspicious activity in the Twelveswood. Say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Sure. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You'll now by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling in the Twelveswood, and you may as well be aware that XIV activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that this increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in the hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements are ahead of time. But where our whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take toll upon the citizenry, Cecil. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in this investigation. Leave it to me. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search in Lifemen Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you a support lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and invade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Alright, guy, you can trust me. I know my way around this wood. Oh, let's get more of these too. Getting some mushrooms, getting some shrooms. All right, moving on. Making our way around. Found myself a new level, taking care of some hunting logs. What is over here? Ugh. See a light off in the distance. A magic blade. You are about to enter an instance battle. Instance battle only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active. Okay, now I know how this works. Pretty much, you're by yourself. You got to fight a certain set of enemies. If you're over level, if you're over the level that it gives you, it'll sink you to it. So if I'm like level 15 and I do this, it'll sink me down to level 9. Got voice acting now.
Soの切り株に剣を刺したのは君？やっばいよ、そういうの。私たちも前にひどい目にあったんだよね。ちょっと飛空艇を落としただけで魔物に囲まれちゃうし、
不審者って
こいつに追われることになるし、全部帳のせいなんだけどさ。
違うクポ。この人じゃないクポ。
クポロコップ、この人知ってるの？
この前チョコボキャリッジでご一緒したクポ。覚えているクポ
？Got fancy goggles.
どう？やっぱおかしい？
さっきと同じ。
この場所のエーテルはかなり乱れている。しかもごく最近に。クポロコップの言うように君がやったんじゃないとしたら、誰がこんなことを。
国営の森は5年前の第7連載からこっちこういうことに敏感なんだよね。だからエーテルが乱されると、ほらね、こういうことになっちゃう。
仕方ない、戦うしかないか。
The big bad scary tree. All right. Alright. There's pretty much nothing to this fight, really. They get harder. Some of these instances actually get pretty difficult later on in the game. But the earlier ones are pretty weak. They're pretty pathetic. I can heal myself, guy, but thanks. Alright, well, that was simple. Like I said, there's really not much to the fights early on. They get a lot more complex, especially in Stormblood and Shadowbringers. Ooh, what's that? A blue shiny.
聞いて感じて考えて。
Bright light! Don't go into the light! This is what happens. You end up in some weird space.
光のクリスタルを手にし者よ。星の声を聞く者よ。我が名はハイデリン。星の秩序を保っていた断りは乱れ、世界は今闇で満ちようとしています。闇は全てを蝕み、全ての命を奪う存在。闇に屈せぬ光の意志を持つ者よ。どうか星を滅びより救うためにあなたの力を。光のクリスタルは闇を払う力。世界を巡り光のクリスタルを手に入れるのです。
Well, there's the small crystals. There's one gigantic one.
あなたの戦いが、魔法が、行動が光のクリスタルを生み出すでしょう。それが光の意志を持つあなたの力。
Oh, that's a bright light. Oh, Lord.
光の意志を持つ者よ。どうかあなたの力。
You know what? I really should hide that picture when I'm in cutscenes like
エーテル
this.
にでも酔ったかい？急に倒れ込んでびっくりしたよ。
There. I'll start hiding that picture when I get into cutscenes like this.
なんじゃこれ。
イクサル族の軍長クラスだ。こいつの仕業か。しかしこんなところにまで侵入してくるなんて、何者かが先導してるって情報は本当かもな。こちらパパにも。そう、
大丈夫？
見つけたよ。
エーテル酔いはもう冷めた？
軍長クラスだ。あ、そうだね。エスミアに協力を促しておくよ。
なんだ？大きなクリスタル？何の話？
了解。更新終わり。グリダニアにいるツノミコトのエスミアンにこのことを知らせてくれるかい？僕たちは一度報告に帰るよ。
わかったクポー。
それじゃあ僕たちはここまでだ。
And off they go.
そこの剣を引き抜いて連兵所の人に届ければ何かわかるかもしれないよ。じゃあね。あれ、もしかしてさっきの冒険者クポロコップのこと見えてた？今さら
さあどうだかね。じきにわかるかもよ。いろいろとね。
いろいろか。私も気になってることがあるんだけどね。深いね、その言葉。
お前が浅いんだよ。
And there they go. Alright. Let's take this. Take this giant sword. That looks pretty impractical if you ask me. Alright. Galfred, Cecila, it's good that you see. It's good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you have been spotted on doing battle with enraged Trents. I am relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifeman's Stump? Well, I got this sword. Let me take the picture off. A sword in the stump, and I did Ixal, I can say with an absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin, and is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. Ixal rarely set foot in the Central Shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could they have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple spying on peculiar spectacles? So you've only been acquainted with Ida and Papolimo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Britannia counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land and have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish, and their exchange is baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, as much as I hope you will in the days to come. Although our unknown visitors eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence of the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I will pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Thanks, guy. I got recommended. Alright. Galfred, chief instructor of Bannock, wishes you to collect Chigo egg sacs. Great. Andreas to several of our men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is just simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are delivered them to Monran Gwyn at Gilbert's Spire. He will answer any queries you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. Thanks, guy. Just leave me to my own devices, huh? Okay. What's nice about this game is you don't have to go around and kill like 15 of this enemy, 20 of this enemy. Pretty manageable in this game. All right. Eggs over Queasy. Hey guy, I got your sacks. You must be the adventurer standing for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business that. Here you go. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the XX instead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Unless you wonder, these XX are not destined for the dinner table. I would hope not. That doesn't sound very appetizing. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any here who contract this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Huron population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Thanks. Garrett, Gilbert's spire named Mongrel needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in a cave by a startled recruit. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers, and as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by the hearer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone to the so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the surveying gear and return to the hearer Pauline at Gabinot's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder how the damn fool loses boots. Matron watch over you. Huh. Alright. Easy. Got a botanist right there. That's one of the gatherers. Like I said, you could be pretty much everything. One character. So, while there are reasons why people have more than one character, yeah, these things, the symbol, these will aggro you. See? Okay. I'll do my best to try cutting out all the mundane battling. I'll include some battles, but I'll try my best to cut as many of them out as I can. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Here's your supplies. Oh, this is the equipment I left with the soldiers at the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train the inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelveswood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Sure. I don't need any of this. Thanks, though. Alright. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of anoles on naked rock? In our effort to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all but too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the scalekin to come down from the mountains in search for food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the animals to remain within their territory. But I am afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you'll have played your part in returning balance to this area of the forest. Ooh. Alright. Gotta go over there. Mine! I'm out! Thanks for the egg. Got a ninja over there. Or not ninja, a rogue I should say, because ninja starts out as a rogue. Oh, you returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Sub Kamazom at the Bannock? Anal eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. The perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. Oh, we're gonna eat them now, huh? Alright. I guess that sends a message. Alright. Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Cecil, it's you. Another delivery. Yes, here's an egg. I'm not certain I should be the one to... By no fika, that's an anal egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these on the table. And you say here, Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the annals are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to manage the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me. Give me my gill. So I got the magic stick! More job quests and Cecil, thank God you come. We have a potential quest on our hands. I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Sure. Ooh. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as the Spear Hold. It is all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, I here ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem that something was gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true. A shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an exhausting incursion to the West Shroud near Belago. The timing of these events cannot be a mere coincidence. I fear the Ixals somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed. And so I bid you to go to the Spirit Hole and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you'll help us. No! Fine. I knew you would not let me down. You'll have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. Thanks, guy. I see you're so confident in my skills. Alright. More quests have been opened up. What's this? Oh. This unlocks the... I guess I can make a quick stop over there. I mean, we're nearby anyway. Plus I can get that ether right. So this unlocks the residential district for Gridania, the lavender beds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, and yet set grim determination as adventurers are wont to do. Hence my presumption. If so, I have information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within lavender beds are about to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders are need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering adventurer could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within Twelveswood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But the truth is, to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two? You know, should your trials take you to mere planks for the ferry to Lavender Beds, as perhaps you'll find a twin atom representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such a monumental change in policy. Monumental, not memento. Alright. Teleport learn, I can finally teleport. So yeah. About damn time. Alright. I guess I can make a quick stop down there, real quick. So I'll beam right over there. Alright. Let's see what this place is all about. If you ask me, I actually have a house in Lavender Beds, so it's actually pretty nice. A good morrow to you, miss. What can you wish to know about the auctions? Very well, allow me to explain. There is a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past. And so the C-Tier Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the Elementals, decreed that the Lavender Beds be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who possess the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it's well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder and she'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. Alright. Take me away. Doesn't really matter which one you go to. I mean, you got plenty of rewards to choose from, but of course they say it's for auction off, but there's not an auction off. They're all full. Huh. So it doesn't matter what to pick. Look at this. Look at all this blaze. It's a beautiful scenery. This is probably one of my favorite residential area in the whole game, honestly. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Lavender Beds. Oh, you come to the behest of a Gridanian woman? I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. Should you have in mind to purchase a plot for yourself, please speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Alright, yep. I got Etherite tickets, so I got quite a few, so I don't have to worry about having to spend gil for a while. Let me tell you, those 100 tickets will go by pretty fast. Go pretty fast. All right. Fate monsters are gone. Fucking my log monsters are out of here. Shove that over there. Alright, my hotbar's gained some stuff. Alright. Who goes there? An adventure, is it? Here at Instructor Galford's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a tyrant shadow manifests without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the riot. Most of his party have been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Alright. I can do that. Hey guy, you look. Ugh, great shadow towering over me. What in the Twelve's good grace? An adventurer. Please, you must save the hero. Alright. Sir, you alright? Galfred sent you? I'm no longer of a use here. May pray help the hero in my stead. You're so useless. You call yourselves wood whalers? To crush your enemies. The interesting thing about this is, with certain achievements, you can actually get some items from them. And titles as well. Away, vile fiend. Away, I say. I defy you. Alright. Oh, an adventure. We were ambushed in the midst of a ritual, and then, I'm not sure what happened. Clearly, you look very confused. Alright. You were sent to hell? I fear you were too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gridania. The Seedseers must know of this. Sir, are you alright? That thing was not elemental, but a being born of a darkness. I almost said goddess. They hear languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Alright. Oh, we got a thing going here. Sir, are you okay? Spirit hold broken. Who's sending messages? Oops. Oh, mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone of soul that it may wake to life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a stone golem! You look to me, guy. I got you. You're strong, but you're strong enough to withstand this. Yes, I can just walk to the left. Possible. Never has my golem been so sorely tested. Excuse me? It's just like a normal clay golem. I just beated your golem. That golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. Excuse me? And he's gone. Great! Oh shit. Hide the chat! Damnation, he's eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Oh hey, I just beat a big golem. Oh, I got a headache now. Gotta hide it again. Whatever are you? Just more birds. This makes it more. How many times a day? 7? Their movements are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered. Same fate as fallen emerald moss. This is we fear. Downwards anomalies affecting life in the Twelveswood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Guardians have a lot to answer for. The imbalances they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but there's still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Glimpses of the past. Stupid things. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovations. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're in a primo over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's been 5 whole years, hasn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the Twelveswood barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixalan and Gerudo weren't so troublesome enough, the Sylphs had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Ramu. Did you ever think that about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years ago, 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Ida, look. Golly, this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from life from one stump. We must hurry. Oh, that's how they came to be. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. I just got just a headache. The good news is that the hero is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. Bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the Twelveswood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the right of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight, and the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the Twelveswood's eternal guardians. But you have been more than done your part. We shall see the hero to safety, and he has sent for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Ailston. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalimo, and the tactless woman beside you there is... Ida. Papalimo and I are surveying Twelveswoods together. Pleased to meet you. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there's something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Oh. What was that about? Alright, we're out. Lord. Imps are relentless. Hey guy. All this happened inside Spirit Hold? 12 preserve us. Who is that masked mage and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers of my own. I must discuss this with Galfred. The matter warrants a full investigation if I'm a judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridani and seek out Mione. I understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Sure. Away we go. No. Welcome back, Cecil. Little bird tells you the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern, if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being, at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the heroes have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your war, I'll give you leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoine whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. Useless! I've never once used inn rooms. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of various requests received from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontron is our guild lev official, or levmet here at the Caroline Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack of solving and challenging problems, and he's eager to make your acquaintance. By the way, have you perchance heard of the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed that recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we are talking about you, Cecily. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. Sure. Great. Recommendations. Something else I'd never use. Alright. This is pretty much another way to level up with guild levs, or not guild levs, levmates. I can never pronounce that right. It's levmates or levimates. I don't know. I'm just gonna call them levies. All right. I have no idea how long this video is gonna be after editing, so I'm going to end it here. Break some of the stuff down, and when we come back, we will continue our adventure. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Later.